Borussia Dortmund delivered a masterclass performance against Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League, cruising to a 3-0 victory on Wednesday evening. The win not only underlined their credentials as one of Europe's elite clubs but also strengthened their position in the competition's new format, where the top 8 teams advanced directly to the knockout stages. Dortmund's display was one of control, precision, and determination, as they outclassed their Croatian hosts in almost every department. The match began with Dortmund taking immediate control of possession, dictating the pace with a confident and methodical approach. Dinamo Zagreb, cheered on by a spirited home crowd, struggled to gain any meaningful foothold in the game as the visitors' midfield trio orchestrated the tempo with ease. Dortmund's movement off the ball created spaces that Dinamo found impossible to close, forcing their defenders into frantic last-ditch efforts to keep the scoreline level. Despite Dortmund's dominance, Dinamo goalkeeper Daniel Zagorak stood tall, producing a series of fine saves to deny the visitors an early breakthrough. Ramy Bensebaini came closest in the opening exchanges, his looping header from a corner rattling the crossbar. Moments later, Daniel Malin saw a well-placed shot parried away as Zagorak kept his side in contention. The breakthrough finally came in the 41st minute, and it was a moment of individual brilliance from Jamie Bynoe-Gittens. After a chaotic sequence in Dynamo's box, Bynoe-Gittens pounced on a loose ball just outside the area. With 2 defenders converging, the English winger skillfully maneuvered through them and unleashed a powerful, curling strike that left Zagorak with no chance. The goal was richly deserved for Dortmund, whose patience and persistence had finally paid dividends. The second half saw Dortmund pick up where they left off, pressing forward with relentless intent. Their second goal came just 15 minutes after the restart, as Ramy Bensebaini made up for his earlier miss. Unmarked in the box during a corner, the Algerian defender rose above the Dinamo defense to head the ball emphatically into the back of the net. The goal highlighted Dynamo's defensive frailties and Dortmund's ability to capitalize on even the slightest lapse in concentration. Dinamo attempted to mount a response, but their efforts were stifled by Dortmund's compact defensive organization. Mats Hummels, leading the backline, expertly marshaled his teammates to ensure there were no gaps for the hosts to exploit. Meanwhile, Dortmund continued to create chances at the other end. Malin remained a constant threat, his deflected shot in the 65th minute forcing yet another diving save from Zagorak. As the game entered its final stages, Dortmund coach Nuri Sahin made several substitutions to manage the workload of key players ahead of their upcoming Bundesliga clash with Bayern Munich. One of those introduced, Serhou Guirassy, made an immediate impact. In the 90th minute, the Guinean forward latched onto a deflected pass and showed great composure to slot the ball through Zagorak's legs, adding a clinical finish to a near-perfect evening for the visitors. Dortmund's victory was their 4th in 5 Champions League matches, a remarkable feat considering their struggles away from home in the Bundesliga this season. With 12 points, they now sit comfortably in 4th place in the Champions League standings, edging closer to automatic qualification for the round of 16. Dinamo Zagreb, by contrast, find themselves in 23rd place with 7 points, their hopes of progression dwindling. Speaking after the match, Dortmund coach Nuri Sahin expressed his satisfaction with the team's performance. "To win away from home is something that feels great," Sahin said. "It is important for the table, for our morale. It was not an easy game, but we let the ball roll, and after the 1-0, we became even more dominant. Now we need to keep working." Sahin also touched on the upcoming Bundesliga showdown with Bayern Munich, stating, "I look forward to that game, but I want to enjoy the evening tonight with my boys and, from tomorrow, the focus will be on Bayern." The win not only boosts Dortmund's confidence but also serves as a timely reminder of their potential to challenge for honors on multiple fronts this season. With 3 Champions League matches remaining, Dortmund are well positioned to secure a top 8 finish and continue their march toward the latter stages of the competition.